It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, 5'7" tall, tipping the scales. Sugar.
This back.
So they stare into each. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. There's a counter shot. Nice counter. That counter punch caught him clean. That counter shot lands. Only catching air with that hook. He misses with that straight left. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Well done with that counter shot. Perfect counter lands. And he scores with the counter. His stamina is off the charts. Right hook just missed. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that Here we go. It's round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he just missed with that left jab. Counter fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The jab not finding its target. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be... Oh, do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Where did that come from? What a...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last. The bell rings and we start the third. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Misses with the jab. Incredible work rate. Nice counter shot. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Perfect counter shot. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Plan here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he got to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Good counter-punching. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Big whiff with the right hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
How about that time counter shot? Straight right just misses. Good counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. A lot of effort being exerted here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by... Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He threw a punch and just got countered. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this. They are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punch, counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Just missed with that hook. The straight right just misses. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Love the response, though. Got back.
There's the bell to start round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This has been and down goes Crawford. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, and this battle expectations are, and we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Another scoring shot there. He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot. Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. What What desire, but at what cost? Good counter punch. That jab misses. Caution is being thrown to the wind. You know the scorecard. Sugar Ray is down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. And there's the bell for round 2. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Good defense to block the hook. Do you believe what we're seeing? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They exchanged very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different.
There's the bell for round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Well done with that counter shot. Punch, counter punch. No rest for the weary. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That hook was off target. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not, son.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Oh, wait a minute. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell for round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
That counter shot lands. How about that time counter shot? Which fighter will say no mas? Beautiful counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
A perfect counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter. And he scores with the counter. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Catch and shoot. Missing with the left uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know. There's the bell to start round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. A perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot. Nope, that uppercut does not score. That counter punch caught him clean. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I'm worried. Here we go. It's round 7. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Terence Crawford just got rocked. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. We'll see how... And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. A lot of effort being exerted here. do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.